Sometimes it is difficult to say what we need to. Even some simple things can be a thread in our conversation. You are going to see it here. 1. A text. 2. A grammar rule. On the text. 3. An important vocabulary. Before checking this, click on the bell icon and subscribe yourself to receive the other videos. Remember to check the links for Canadian companies searching for employees outside of Canada in the description. Now, let's dive in.
1. Who is an astronaut?
As more companies start selling tickets to travel into space, people are asking, who gets to call themselves an astronaut? It is no longer an easy question to answer. People who are very rich are able to pay to go into space. Russian space officials have been calling them spaceflight participants for many years. The new supervisor of the U.S. Space Agency, NASA, is Bill Nelson. He does not consider himself an astronaut, although he spent 6 days in space in 1986. He was a congressman then. He told the Associated Press that he believes the term astronaut should be for professionals. Richard Garriott is a computer game developer. He paid a lot of money for his trip to the International Space Station in 2008 on a Russian spacecraft. He hates the term space tourist. He said in an email, "I am an astronaut." He said he trained for 2 years to go into space. Axiom Space's Michael Lopez Alegria is a former NASA astronaut. He will join 3 businessmen on a SpaceX spacecraft on a trip to the space station planned for January. They each paid $55 million for the trip. Lopez Alegria said they do not consider themselves space tourists since they will be doing research. Recently, Axiom Space said there will be a second flight to the space station next year. Peggy Whitson will be on that flight. She is a retired NASA astronaut who has spent 665 days in space. Whitson will bring John Schaffner. He is a businessman and race car driver from Knoxville, Tennessee. He is also paying about $55 million. Schaffner said he asked Peggy to make the training difficult for him. He said, "Make me an astronaut." The word astronaut comes from the Greek words for star and sailor. The idea is easy to market, and astronauts appear in movies and popular culture. Jeff Bezos is the owner of the rocket company Blue Origin. It will call future clients astronauts. It is selling a place on its first spaceflight with people planned for July. NASA even has a new term for this kind of trip, PAM, for Private Astronaut Mission. Many individuals want to work as astronauts. More than 12,000 people applied to join NASA's upcoming class. Only about 12 will be chosen in December. But many passengers are expected to travel into space soon. There will be Russian actress and movie director Yulia Peresild, who will fly to the space station in October. And Japanese businessman Yusaka Maezawa will go in December with an assistant to document everything. In each case, there will be a professional astronaut supervising things. But Blue Origin and SpaceX's spacecraft do not need pilots. Asif Siddiqui is a history professor at Fordham University and the writer of several space books. He said it might be necessary to retire the term once hundreds, if not thousands of people reach space. He questioned, are we going to call each and every one of them astronauts? Mike Mullane is a retired NASA astronaut. He suggests using astronaut first class, second class, third class. He said this could depend on the person's involvement. However, Mullane noted, astronaut is not a copyrighted word. So anybody who wants to call themselves an astronaut can call themselves an astronaut, whether they've been in space or not. I'm Jill Robbins.